So, welcome, guys. Welcome to the Trophy Trust podcast. I'm your host for today, PBT Void. I have with me the Vectronic,
Yo, hello.
I have Yang,
Hello.
and Poet.
Hi.
The two members of the Discord community. They're on the seat today. We couldn't have the Zeal wasn't there today. He's got a lot of stuff going on with Christmas, so it will be a big holiday season starting soon. So let's start with that. What have you been playing this week? We can start with Poet. What have you been playing?
I have been playing the episode Ignis DLC for Final Fantasy 15, and it is now
It's
most
good?
of it was good, except for the secret boss at the end. Who, if Terra's listening, he knows how I feel about that. It's awful.
Oh,
But
I haven't. Is there some new trophy coming on with this Final Fantasy episode?
yeah, they all are DLC trophies. None of them particularly that great. I don't
Yeah.
know. The episode Gladiolus one was alright. The rest, they're okay.
Okay. Cool. What about you, Yang? What have you been playing this week?
Well, started out the week trying to do Bloodborne, get through as much as that's possible. Got about
Nice.
halfway through the game.
It's your first experience with the game?
No, I played it like a few years back, but my save got corrupted, so I've got to start going. So,
Oh, yeah.
Always sucks.
As I was playing, I noticed like my controller, my X button was not working properly, so I went to the store to buy a new controller, and I saw new Skyrim on PS4 for like really cheap, pre-owned. So I picked that up, and the rest of my week went into that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty. It's perfect to pick it up a couple of years later. Bloodborne, even me, I didn't have a save corrupt, but I stopped in the middle. I wasn't a trophy hunter, and it just, I don't know, it feels great to come back to it, and it's a bit easier and everything. You did everything, so it will go a bit
Yeah,
faster.
it's way easier now. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What about you, Vec? What have you been playing this week?
Well, I've been playing a lot of Little Big Planet 2 on
Oh,
the
nice.
PS3. Yeah. It's good to go back to an older game and, get a platinum after that. I've been like locked out by three trophies at the moment, so if I finish those like this week, I'll be so happy. Maybe I can, but for now,
What are missing trophy? What do you have to do?
the Ace 10 story levels in a row, which is Ace and Spades. The other two are, one is like complete 250 community levels. I think it's cooperative, or competitive. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm almost close. I'm like 40 missing, so that's cool. And the last one is like Dive In 25, which is playing with 25 random strangers in their pods for like 2 minutes in a level. So always cool.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got this game on my profile since I got my first trophy 6 years ago. I haven't touched it. I'm not a big fan of those Little Big Planet games, but they're nice. But I feel not like to play until the end to platinum and everything. I don't feel playing.
Hopefully you don't have like what I had. Like I had like a bunch of DLCs like stacked up ever since like Little Big Planet 1, and it's flooded in my PSN list because all like DLC for costumes and stuff.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
What about you, Void? Oh.
What about me? I've been playing Stickbold. I started that yesterday, and I've been playing that today, and it was a nice surprise actually. I saw a review, someone saying that the game was really good, so I decided to test it. And it's a dodgeball game. It's an indie game, and it's actually really really good. Like it's not a classic dodgeball where they really put a lot of diversity and originality in the game, where you have boss fights, so you're literally like you and your teammate. It can be played co-op, like if you have a friend and you want to play a game with him, go for this game for sure. Otherwise, the computer with the AI is not bad at all. Like there is no problem. And yeah, you're literally throwing dodgeball, for example, on the boss fight, and there's a lot of mini games too that you can play. They're not required for trophies, and you need to do 2 playthroughs. One on the hardest difficulty, and the other is to just to complete every level has 3 star to get. So you have to do 3 objectives that are not too hard. So yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty cool game. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a stick bolt. Saw the
This
gif of
is.
that. I think it's
I'm
a
just
quote from
looking.
a movie, and like someone just throw a wrench to someone. I think it's a dodgeball movie or something.
I'm looking at like the screenshots of this game. It's like, wow, it looks like a. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. It's like a 3D arena-based game, and it's like
Uh,
it's
yeah, it's
uh
arena. It's always in the. It's often like in a gym, like if you're playing dodgeball.
yeah, like I see like a two guys like in the middle of a park while like a minivan is
Yeah,
like driving around them.
yeah. Every level is a little bit different. Like you have a level in hell, so you're fighting the devil, and you have another one in the park, and you're fighting some EP. The humor is
What,
pretty good too. Sometimes
what
you go on
the,
the beach, so you have all your character in swimsuit, and you're throwing dodgeball on lifeguards,
did
and
you
yeah,
just
it's really
casually men-
pretty.
did you casually mention like the devil is in this game? What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There,
Okay, I'm in.
that's the part that is original. Is a dodgeball. They write it as the dodgeball adventure. It's not a dodgeball like you're not bored in a gym. Like for example, handball 2016 that you're just playing handball in the gym all the time. This is really adventure and creative and really good game in the game. And it's on sale right now for $2 Canadian. North American store. So $2 for this game is totally worth it.
I'm
So
looking at
just
it
a nice
now.
surprise.
See how much. Let's see.
Yeah.
I don't know. This game looks awesome. I might
Yeah,
pick it up.
I was really surprised. It took 2 days to platinum, so it's really not bad at all.
Yeah, it's considering it's like a PS4 game.
Yeah,
Uh, but I think that's everyone's like game of the week. So,
yeah, that's
anything
everyone's
else you
game.
want to add?
So now we can talk real fast of the new trophy list that are getting added next week, or
Ooh,
the new
yes.
trophy list that was released this week. There is first of all, there is Minecraft Story Season 2 that got his last 5 episode getting released. So if you started that, or if you like Telltale's games, you can have an easy platinum with the Minecraft Season 2. It's next week, the last episode getting released. We got another awesome indie game I haven't played, but the review is so great. It's Paper Please, but I think you played Vec. It doesn't have a
Yes, I
platinum,
no,
but
it does not.
Ooh.
I think it's a easy enough 100%, but I think it's the game seems to be super enjoyable, so it might be worth it to pick it up.
Yeah, it's exactly like the achievement list on the Steam game. So, um, the last two, like Glory to Astrostka and Worker's Best, are the hardest trophies at the moment, and for good reason. So, it's basically like hoard a bunch of money, and then you basically do like a bunch of the work. And one of them is like going the laziest way possible to get like the and
So
pass.
the Paper Please is you're making money. I've heard it's like you're doing some
Okay,
border control, so you're asking people their papers and some
exactly.
adventure.
Yeah, and you get paid at the end of the day. So
Okay, I see.
and and then after you get paid at the end of the day, you decide what resources to spend on your family members living in Atstrotska, which is the fictional country that the game is set in. So you can sometimes they like need heat or get cold, so you have to buy them medicine, which is a cut from your paycheck. And sometimes random events like happen that cuts your paycheck in half, or something happens to your family members that they suddenly die, so you get like you don't have that family member anymore. Morality is a bit low, but you still keep like like expenditures like equal. So in the last two trophies, like I see here, is like Glory to Atsorska and Workers Best. You basically have to either be the laziest but passable worker ever, border control ever, or be the best border control and like get paid like royally.
It
Which
sounds
is
super original. It sounds super interesting, and I will definitely grab it when it will be on sale one day.
yeah, on a Vita, which is good.
Yeah, it's only on Vita. It's not PlayStation, so surprising, but it's cool.
Yep. Any of you guys have something else to say about these two? Game poet? No.
Not really.
Okay.
We can skip to the next one. We have another Artifact Monday. I can't believe they're pouring so many games out there all the time. With platinum, and they're easy platinum with guys and everything. They have the Lost Grimoire too that is getting that just got released. That if you are into
Ooh.
those game, they often go on sale. They're pretty cheap. I did only one of those game, but I find it boring. But some people like them a lot, so it's one of those Artifact Monday game. But I think that's all
Yeah.
on the new release for this week.
Yep. Um.
And hopefully Artifact Monday they did on Steam a big bundle where they sell a lot of those games together. So somewhere I really wish they will like make a nice bundle for PlayStation because they have so many games out there that they could just put the humble bundle Artifact Monday thing so you can grab like 10 of them for real cheap. It'll be
Oh.
nice.
Oh right. Void. Yeah. You mentioned
Yeah.
Stickbold. It's on sale right now on Plus for $1.99.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
jumping.
where I got it.
I'm jumping on it now.
Everyone should jump on it
Yeah, go look
for
at
this
it now.
price.
Yeah. Okay. So anything else before we move on to the next section, or that's all?
No, I think that's all for the new release. We can jump on the trophy that are getting removed. There are some games and DLC that are getting delisted
Oh.
this
Okay.
week.
So you want to take the heat or do you, or like
Go for it. Go for it.
okay. So if any of you guys are looking play the original Little Big Planet, um you may or may not be surprised that the game itself might or sometimes removes like DLC to the licensing. Now, this time it removes the level pack for the Pirates of the Caribbean for the original Little Big Planet 1. So these DLCs are gonna be removed. If I'm not mistaken, when is it? They're about to be removed, but I don't see any dates. Can you confirm if there's any dates?
Oh, let me see.
I'm trying to look around here, but I don't see any dates.
21st of December. It's all
Ah,
of the Disney DLC pack that are getting removed, but only one of those packs as a trophy. So yeah, it's the
yeah,
Pirate of the Caribbean is. So if you like 100%, if you don't want to be stuck with some trophy unobtainable on your
yeah.
profile, you got to go
I
for it.
remember. I remember the similar thing happened with the Incredibles pack that got delisted and then it went back on a few months later. So I wouldn't be surprised if this comes back. Though it's still the licensing and it's Disney, so I don't expect it to come back. So if you're interested in like going underwater in this explorative adventure in Pirates of the Caribbean, I suggest get it now before it's too late.
Yeah, and there is the on Little Big Planet 2. There is the Muppet DLC that people are telling us to. They're getting removed on Little Big Planet 2.
Wait, they're gonna remove those? I actually like
That's
them.
what people are saying in the chats. I
Oh
get.
my god, that Muppets DLC is amazing in two.
But you just have to buy it before. But you still have a week to think about that.
Yeah, and I think we have one more game. I think it got gonna get
Yeah,
removed on
there's
the.
another game. It's not really it's not that well known. It's called Sword Coast Legend. The game is on sale right now too, and I will suggest it for people that like ultra rare trophy because they really it got a rare trophy as a
Yeah.
platinum and a couple of them inside too. It's the game of some positive review, but there is some people that doesn't like it. People are saying that it's really the story is not perfect. Like
No.
the story is not that nice. So if you're someone that like play visual novel for fun and you like stories based game, I think you should maybe skip it. But I think the gameplay seems to enjoy the gameplay
It
a
gets
lot.
removed on the 26th.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to jump on that, it's like 50% off on the store. So
It's really cheap too. I think
yeah,
they do a big cut since it's getting removed. It's pretty nice that they're doing that at least. I mean, they probably try to get a little bit money out of that, but there's so many game getting remove their license, not remove their license getting expired these days. I'm curious if it's something that will be more and more common if they took like I don't know if you took a license for 5 days, 5 days, 5 years, for example, and
yeah. Well, it's like
like
what happened to Deadpool.
yeah, exactly. That pool that got his license removed and they put the game at 90%,
I
and
feel okay, and
Marvel Heroes Omega that got removed too, but this is a little bit different.
yep,
This was a
that's
new
an
game.
MMO. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a new game. It's weird.
Okay. Any of you guys want to weigh in on something else before we move on?
What's your
Are they
opinion
like?
on license?
Are they going to do anything like lower the prices of the DLC just before they go away?
I have to check. Nothing concrete
Because
yet,
I
but
mean, it's probably unlikely, but I think that should be something that would happen.
yeah, if
Yeah,
it's gonna be removed, at least put it on discount. Oh, currently accessing the store so I could check on my end. Just you do the same. Little Pirates of the Caribbean. See all? Uh, yeah, no. It's
no,
still
no,
on the. Nope.
Yeah, I thought
no
not.
saving.
Nope.
It might
No
not be
save
worth
use.
it for your wallet. Besides, if you really have you really want to go 100% on your profile, otherwise, man,
Yeah, it's like $6 if you want to go into it. So
it's not too bad.
no, not too bad. And Little Big Planet has always been like cheap DLC. Though cheap, it's overextending it with the amount of DLC that has.
Yeah, it's crazy. So,
Yeah, I would have loved like
Little
a.
bit Planet 2 has a lot.
Oh no! Yes, you should see Little Big Planet 3. Yeah, you get the DLC from 1, 2, and 3 on that same disc. So, yep,
Whoa.
and that wardrobe is big. So, anything else?
No, that's all that get listed this week.
I mean, I'd like to say Sword Coast Legends isn't on sale in EU, I'm pretty sure. So if anyone wanted to get that before it's delisted, you'll have to pay full price.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, so it's only on North America that it's on sale.
Yeah.
yep. What was the game again? Can't believe.
Sword Coast Legend. I'll
Okay,
put the link on the trophy
okay.
list on the Discord.
No. Someone was. Uh, but yeah, I think we should move on to news.
Yeah, go for the all the news of the week.
Okay, so for did anyone watch the PSX, the PlayStation Experience?
I
I
watched a
did.
bit, not a lot, but a bit.
I saw highlights of it, but not the actual full event.
Poet?
I watched the whole thing.
Oh, you watched the whole thing?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you probably heard about this. Near the end of the opening ceremony of PSX, a teaser trailer was shown for a PS1 classic. It's called Medieval. Have you guys ever heard of this Medieval?
I played the PSP remaster of the first game.
Wait, there's a PSP remaster? What?
I don't know if it's a remaster or just a port. What is it? Medieval Resurrected or something? Hold on.
I have
Medieval
to.
Resurrection.
Oh, really? Okay, that's news for me. But yeah. So if anyone doesn't know what Medieval is, you play as Sir Daniel Fortescue. You are a knight who was hailed as a hero in the midst of battle, and after he perished, he was, hailed as a hero. But in reality, his death was a cowardly one after being stabbed in the eye, and basically his jaw got removed in battle before even the battle began. So he was wrongly proclaimed as a hero. And so the wizard that was being attacked before he died comes back again to wreak havoc upon the land. And so the heroes of old decide to revive Daniel Fortescue one more time, just for him to prove he can be a hero, even though he's wrongly proclaimed as one. So yeah, that's the basic gist of it.
Yeah, so it's one of those classic that I didn't have the chance to play because I didn't have a PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2. But a lot of people seems to be happy about that. It seems to have
Yeah.
a certain hype that is similar to Crash, even if Crash I think is a bit more popular. There is a lot of hype going on about Spyro the Dragon. Everyone want to see it coming back if
I
Medieval is
mean,
coming back too.
the last medieval game was not even a medieval game; was a tie-in game for the move. So I'm excited to see like a main
What?
title. Yeah, Medieval was a PS Move game on the PlayStation 3. It wasn't even. It was titled like Medieval, and it's like something else. And he also appears on PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. So, and adds a tie-in to that. I think it's a horrid. I'm not sure whether or not to say if it's a horrid game, but it's like a bad PS Move game. Yep.
So
And
a PS
maybe
Move game.
Medieval is coming on Medieval VR and you don't know yet.
Medieval VR. You just look into one eye and the other one's on like an
Yeah.
iPad.
You're all blind playing the game.
I can just imagine not even able to talk. It's like one eye blind, and you can just move around and swing your sword like left and right while you're trying to move the enemies in like a cemetery or something.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see if the game goes well and they start remastering more game because Crash did really well, so we'll see.
Yeah, they're seemingly pushing the PS1 era as remasters and PS2 as a port. So I'm excited. What about you, Poet?
Oh yeah, I'll buy it day one. I just hope it's as good a remaster as Crash was, because I know it was fully remade, but who knows? There's no in-game footage yet, so.
No. Okay.
But it's going to be 4K footage. We know that.
I don't get it. How can they remaster a game into 4K? It's a PS1 game. It's gonna look horrid. No, it's a remaster, so at least they made it that clear. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, next news we got another Adventure Time game that will be getting released, which
yes.
I'm super excited. The game will be arriving in spring 2018, and
Okay. Sorry.
go for it.
It's
I will go for it then. Yeah, the new Adventure Time game called Adventure Time Pirates of the Enchiridion. Not sure how.
Echil- Echil- Echirion. The Echirion.
Yeah,
I'm trying
that
to.
is
I
getting
see.
released, so that's awesome. I played the two other games of Adventure Time on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3. PlayStation 4 is Jack and Adventure of Jack and Finn Investigation, which is a easy platinum, but it's a really good game, like full of humor and the fun. I'm really
I
happy to
just,
see that. I'll totally enjoy that.
yeah, you seemingly played like those games. I have a question.
Yeah.
Are this is the first ever like open world 3D game that we get from Adventure Time, or was there another one?
Yes, the other one was kind of Telltale, but more Telltale with investigation. So you were looking for clues. It was not only showing the other one on PlayStation 3 is a Zelda-like. So it's like it's not an open
Oh,
world. You have to go from one temple to the other.
wait, was that the let's explore in a dungeon because I don't know, something like that?
No, it's the Adventure Time Nameless Kingdom.
Ah, the Nameless Kingdom. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Um, for me, I'm excited because this is a 3D game, and I love an open world exploration game with like visuals of the show. Plus, the screenshot look amazing. It's like we got screenshots, but we don't have gameplay yet, so that's gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
interesting.
there is a third game that I never heard. It's the one that you just say Explorer of the Dungeon because I don't know.
Yep,
I never. Yeah, that seems to be tough. It's like the
yep.
platinum has 0.83%. To survive the floor and then in the survival mode. That seems to be pretty rough game.
You
I never heard
know,
of it before.
yeah, you know what has been interesting? The visuals. Looking at the screenshots right now, um, they remind me of that back in the day when the online servers for Fusion Fall, the Cartoon Network MMO, were online. That's a really old. If you know what I'm talking about,
I
it's
have
kind of
no idea.
okay. So Fusion Fall is like a. I'm just gonna go basics. It's like a crossover MMO featuring every single Cartoon Network character redesigned to fit the an overarching art style that focuses on Dexter building a time machine. He sends a test subject, that's you, to the future, where you meet like the Earth being invaded by an unknown alien race that's called Fuse, and these are gonna attack the Earth and all that stuff. But the basic gist of it is that Finn and Jake got introduced in one of the patches in that game, and the models kind of look exactly like you can see, like a better version of the models. Though the art style is a bit different, but if you look like screenshots from Fusion Fall and look at this, it's kind of really uncanny how much we have evolved over the years. So I'm excited. I want to know
Yeah, me too.
how this plays. Any of you guys have anything input on the Adventure Time game?
I'm just hoping Justin Roiland's in it.
Alright. Uh, no confirmation yet. I guess. Okay. What about you, poet?
I've never watched the show, so I have no interest in it.
Ah, okay. But yeah. Besides that, you got one more game that's gonna be announced. The Oxenfree developers.
Yeah, for not everyone know about Oxenfree. Oxenfree is an indie game that is pretty nice with a decent platinum. It's not too hard. The hardest part is to get the three playthroughs. But
Yep.
the developer of Oxenfree are announcing a new game called After Party. It's looking from the screenshot that we have there, looking pretty nice. We have only one, but I'm definitely interested into that because of their other game, and it's an indie game. And the adventure is set around like crazy night in a pub crawl in L. So I don't know, for someone that like to go out that did some pub crawl in my life, it will be funny to play a game where you're going in pub crawl and whatever you're doing to your ultimate goal will be to make it to the Saturn exclusive after party. So yeah, it sounds those kind of indie game that are off the chart that I want to try because there's something new inside. I'm ready for that.
I'm reading the description right now. Two friends
Rocky Horror Kanye.
unexpectedly die. Oh, Yang, you were trying to say?
Oh, sorry, I was just reading the description as well.
Oh, it's like two friends who unexpectedly die and find themselves in hell. Once inside, they learn that one of the only ways to escape hell is the best Satan, who in a drinking contest. It's like, holy shit! I never knew I wanted that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it sounds cool. It sounds interesting.
yeah. So, what do you guys think about this, Poet?
I don't know. It seems interesting. I don't know if it's my kind of game, but I'd have to see some more gameplay before I make a decision on it.
I hope
Yang?
there will be a drinking game that go with the game, so you could be
Uh,
like
it's
streaming
gonna
some drinking shot with the character and trying to beat Satan, and you just fell asleep on
Oh,
your
I got
keyboard when you're streaming or something.
I got it. I got it.
That'd
I
be
got it.
amazing.
Pre-patch drinking game from Watch Dogs. Watch
Yeah.
Dogs, the original Watch Dogs. That's how difficult the game is. It's gonna be the whole game.
Oh, that was easy. Alright.
No, the pre-patch, Watch
Oh, no, it
Dogs.
was still easy pre-patch.
No, it wasn't.
For the inverted pitch, just turn your controller upside down. That's legitimately what I did, and it worked.
uh,
But I didn't know I
yes.
needed this until now. But I need it so badly now.
But it's literally a
To
drinking
enjoy this.
contest with Satan.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it is. It is. I like the
Yeah.
art style it has on the screenshot. Reminds me a lot of Guacamelee for some reason.
Yeah, I was looking at this. So next news, we have a nice surprise that people were expecting. Yeah, there is Stardew Valley coming to Vita finally
Yes.
since January last year. They're talking about it, and
Yes.
it's coming on Vita. It will be cross-buy, so if you already have the version on PlayStation, you don't have to buy it again. Plus, it's coming with a multiplayer update. Only on PlayStation 4, there's no multiplayer for PlayStation Vita. But I'm really curious how it will affect the trophy if you're playing with someone. Is it easier or harder? I'm not sure. I haven't played on PlayStation.
So
Any of you have played it?
I played Stardew Valley on the PC when it got launched. So
Same thing for me.
I played it's like for me it's like Harvest Moon but with crack. So I think that's the best expression I can give. So in Stardew Valley, it's basically the same story of every single farm simulator. You get a farm, you start up a farm, and you progress year by year, trying to rack up and make a monopoly out of your farm. That's basically it.
But it's a really
So
good one. It's really popular. People
yes.
love it, and it was
Oh,
good. I liked it a lot too.
okay. So people who already have apparently the trophies are not stackable. So if you're going for the platinum for the Stardew Valley, it's only available on for once. So it's like PS4 and Vita.
Yeah.
But looking at the trophy list, um, I think it's possible because that requires you to be more efficient in like doing everything.
Yeah, if you
I
have
think
two people, seems logical that it will go faster to craft every item or cooked everything or earn 10 million gold. But I'm
I,
curious how it will play.
I can just imagine that the if it's possible because I know in Minecraft you can't do this, but in other games you can like drop a item, pick it up, and then go back to your save file and have those. I think if the multiplayer is gonna be like anything like Minecraft, then I feel like earning like 1 million gold, which was one of the trophies, is gonna be much easier.
Yeah, maybe some of the trophy will be able to be boosted now if the multiplayer is online. So if anyone can jump into your game, or if it's I don't think it's a local player. Huh.
There's nothing. Okay, so I'm looking at it now. So
There's nothing
yeah,
saying if it's local or online.
okay. You guys have anything else to add?
I've got a friend that's been trying to get me to play the game for ages, and I've been trying to avoid it because I know to get lost into it so much. And if it's online multiplayer, I've got like no excuse now.
It's on the
Yeah,
Vita.
you should give it a go. It's a nice game.
I just have a question though. Will it have cross save?
It's a good question.
Yes, because
Uh,
I've every single Vita game that has a PS4 port either does or does not have a cross save functionality. So that's worth looking into when we get more details next year. So, Poet, you got
Yeah.
anything else to add?
I've never played Stardew Valley.
Yeah. But what do you think about it now being handheld and having multiplayer?
Well, I know it's a good game. I'd probably buy it for the Vita just because it seems like something I'd enjoy more handheld. But yeah, multiplayer seems good.
Okay. I think that's everyone. Which one you guys want to talk about next? I think we have two more.
Yeah, you can go
If
for another news. I finished everything I wanted to talk about. The news.
yeah, I think the last thing we're gonna talk about is like I'm excited for whatever is happening in Death Stranding.
Yeah,
um,
that's a lot of people have talked about Death Stranding.
oh boy. Basically this time it's gonna be more gameplay added in, and we actually got an interview from Kojima himself explaining a bit of how the game is going to play and the lore behind it.
And we're still none the wiser.
I still don't understand what the hell is even going on even after I read the article. uh I feel like that's a common theme in like every single PlayStation, every single like thing we know about Death Stranding. Like we know less and less and less and less. But yeah, I'm excited for the game, and whatever happens with the gameplay now, seeing it is a stealth action third-person game. Totally not a Metal Gear Solid 5, but I hope they have more emphasis on like the stealth aspect, seeing as how the last trailer like went on. Um, I don't know if any of you guys are excited about this more than I do.
One thing that worried me about the article is he's come up with the worst punishment ever for death. Because everyone hates water levels, don't they? And now every
Yep.
time you die, you have to do a water level.
Mm-hmm.
What?
So basically,
Like,
yeah.
just lose everything. I don't want to do a water level every time I die. Ah!
I don't. I. It's like, it like death has a consequence and it's permanent, but it actually does. It's not like one of those cheap tack-ons like in Souls that you can. Oh, if you die, like everyone responds, and every single soul that you collected will be dropped in the last area you died. Okay, that seems cool. In Kojima's world, is like a huge crater appears, and the game drastically changes. So, um, but yeah, Poet, you got anything else to add on the Death Stranding discussion?
No, not really. I've been looking a little bit to a couple of the video, but I didn't even watch all the trailer. I have difficulty to get hype about a game that is I don't know. Like I don't know much about the game. I know nothing about the gameplay, so I'm not able to get hyped too much without gameplay. I feel like it's cool. It's intriguing, but
Yeah.
not much.
Yeah. Anything else we want to add in before we leave? And I think that's one more article, and that's it before we move on. Poet, you never did you actually say about Death Stranding?
No, I mean, I saw the trailer twice because it was on at the Game Awards and PSX. I don't know, it seems interesting. I want to imagine the gameplay will be good because Metal Gear Solid 5's gameplay was pretty good. But now that he's not with Konami, hopefully he can make a finished story. So that'd be good.
I mean, Sony is basically giving out like unlimited resources with Kojima. So, um, so I imagine like he'll mostly keep doing this. Though apparently the release date, according to him, he wants this game completed just before the 2020 Olympics. So, yeah, I think besides that, we got one more news article, which is apparently we got recently a teaser. I mean, not teaser. It's like a leak from the Kingdom Hearts 3. Anyone excited about Kingdom Hearts?
I never played Kingdom Heart, so it's not for me.
I'm just hoping the leak is fake because in the background of the screenshots you can see a world map, but you can't see New Zealand on it.
And okay, wait. Okay. You're getting ahead of us. We're talking about Kingdom Hearts. Are you excited or not?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just. I know. We're both excited.
Infuriated about the map.
Okay, we'll talk about it. But poet, you got anything you want to add before we jump into this article about Kingdom Hearts?
Oh, I'm super hyped for Kingdom Hearts 3. I didn't like much of the games after 2, but 0.2, the playable demo thing, that was pretty good. So
yep,
I hope that like carries into the final Kingdom Hearts 3. If it's like Birth by Sleep or Dream Drop Distance, I want to die. So.
Yes. So apparently, like we got a leak, which are 2 screenshots of the original of Kingdom Hearts 3 in action. The first one is basically, since we already got like the confirmation that we're getting a Toy Story 2, I think a Toy Story like level, we're also getting a Monsters Inc. level. Though take it with a grain of salt, like really, really big, because these screenshots are very detailed. And so in the first screenshot, you can see the enemy in like the area where the main lobby of the setting in Monsters Incorporated, which is actually the Inc, the Incorporated, like the building. And you can see Mike, the monster, and some Heartless around, while Sora is wearing like a tiger's pants.
Yeah, tiger's leggings.
Yes, and purple hair, for what it seems. And then you can see like Mike Wazowski like running away, and apparently there's a little logo with Sully's, and it looks like it's being built in with the Unreal Engine 4, which according to people, it looks like it's being worked on the Unreal Engine 4 due to the HUD elements in the second screenshot, which you can see Sully, Mike, Donald, and Goofy as monsters. And a lot of HUD elements, which apparently, according to many of us, are very, very likely to be actual screenshots from the game. So, any thoughts?
No, I don't think I'm not planning to play Kingdom Hearts, so I pass them for the fans. It's really nice to have another one getting released.
Yep. What about you, Yang? I know you're deadly excited about this, but what about the going back and going, hello, Wazowski? Yang?
Oh shit! Sorry, I was muting my mic
You
for a
got,
sec. Forgot. Sorry. But no, yeah, I'm definitely excited. I don't
but
know why.
looking at, but what about the leak itself?
The leak. Well, I mean, I don't know what dev screenshots supposed to look like, so I have no idea how real or fake this is. So
Yeah. But now going to, oh, and also you mentioned that it doesn't have New Zealand in the map. What? I
it doesn't.
can't.
It's an ongoing tragedy. There's like so many world maps that don't have New Zealand on.
Wait. So where in the world is New Zealand? Oh wait,
Just
where? If you're gonna ask that, Australia looks smaller. My comparison. I mean, well, do they actually go to New Zealand or they show a map in the actual movie? I don't know.
yeah, but it's a map
Because
of the world, so you've got to have the world.
someone sent me a screenshot right now of the actual movie where if of the map. I want to see if New Zealand's in that map.
We're driving so far away from
Sorry.
anything,
Yes.
but it's cool. It's cool. Go on Reddit to map without New Zealand NZ. There's a lot of nice maps that you can see without New Zealand. So to the next
No.
section.
Oh yeah, fine.
Tricky
Oh,
trophy,
someone.
Cham. That's it. Pass from the New Zealand trophy. Tricky trophy, no
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
Start.
Oh, it is. It is on the movie. It is on the movie. So they actually removed New Zealand
They
in the map.
removed it for the game. Damn it. So it's a
Yes.
proof that the leak is real. That's a
Yes.
proof.
Okay. So.
So to our part of the tricky trophy, it's the moment of the podcast that we do every week. Concerning, we're talking about one trophy that we did that we accomplished that were tricky for whatever reason. So to start this week, Poet, if you want to start, go for your tricky trophy.
Okay, my tricky trophy is from Final Fantasy 15, which I know sounds strange because you could plat that game with your eyes closed and both arms tied behind your back. But specifically the Ignis DLC, the secret boss you unlock when you finish the DLC is so broken. I could not believe it. I mean, it's not the first time one of the DLCs had a just stupid extra thing. I know the Prompto DLC had some time trial courses on a snowmobile, and the physics were actually worse than Sonic 06, which is incredible. So yeah, I spent about 3 hours on the boss and wanted to die the whole time, but I finally did get it. It's currently ultra rare, so there's that.
So my tricky trophy, I got that part.
Okay.
My tricky trophy this week, it's from Neverwinter that we've been boosting, playing a little bit with the people from Discord, and I got my platinum last week. It's called Dragon Bane, so it's the rarest trophy beside the platinum, and you have to kill 1,000 dragons. So there's a lot of those trophy in Neverwinter where you have to kill a certain amount of creature, which they're not too bad. You just go to a certain area and you farm a little bit. But the dragon, there is a small issue with the dragons. The majority of the dragons are bosses. So if you want to farm 1,000 dragon, it sounds like it's a hell of a grind. If you want to do it like super legit, the trophy can take a lot of hours. And even if there is a lot of dragons, there is not almost no dragon or considered dragon for this trophy. So it seems to be a little bit glitch and a bit broken. where there is an area called Well of Dragons. There's little drake and dragons everywhere, but they're not counted as dragon. So it's hard for that. When you fight those big dragon, if you didn't do enough damage, the counter seems to be broken a little bit. And in game, you have a counter until only 50 dragons kill when you get the first trophy. So it's hard; you can't keep trace of it. There is one way that worked really well for me for farming, but it has to be done solo, and you have to have a max level character. Because I tried to do it with Claire, and what happened is I was killing things faster because I was higher level, and it didn't count for him as a dragon kill, so it goes better if you do it alone. Where there's actually two small dragon that are like normal mob, that they're considered as a dragon, even if they're not big dragons. So they're the only two creatures in the game that people find that you can farm on them. And what you actually do, you kill those two little. They're like bodyguard of the dragon boss just before, so you can kill those two. And there is an option to like slash kill, so you can kill yourself in the game, and you can respawn at the bonfire that is just next to it, so you can kill those two and like do it over and over again. I think it took me like between 6 to 8 hours of farming 1,000 dragon.
Wow.
And it's not too bad because the last trophy after that I got my reverse platinum out of that. But yeah, it's a bit of pain in the ass.
This is Neverwinter. This is an MMO, right?
Yeah, it's a it's a free to play MMO. It's a really good game. It's extremely good free to play system where you can totally enjoy everything in the game without caring about putting money out there. It's really well done for that.
I imagine there's gonna be like expansion or something that might make it easier to farm those dragons maybe in the future. Do you think so?
Everything is easier right now. To beat the game, there's trophy related to beat 25 epic dungeons, and I remember when I first played 1 year ago, it was super hard. You needed to go with a good group of people, and now when I played last week, I was able to queue up with randoms, and we beat the level all the time because they had a new DLC, and it's easier to have this really really good gear for the platinum, which is the base game. It's easier to get all the good gear to be able to clear those hard dungeon. Just because they had some really hard, like if you want to go for 100% on this game, it will be really hard even if all the DLC are free. You need to put a lot of time in those DLCs, so that's something pretty hard.
And this is just free to play. There's no like subscription based or anything.
There's subscription if you want, which give you some bonuses, but the bonuses are they're useful. They're there, and it's $10 for 1 month, but you don't need to. And there is a PlayStation Plus bundle in North America that give you the first month for free, so you can basically play 30 days of VIP for free. So
and basically just get the platinum in that 1 month.
Yeah, it is possible it is totally possible right now to compared to before, to pick up the game, play 1 month for free, and have the VIP for 30 days. And and if you want to start it, yesterday started it's 1 week of double XP. So it's a good moment to start Neverwinter right now.
I've never played a decent MMO on the consoles, so I'll look into that. I've been itching to go back into a MMO for some time.
You should. I'm not a MMO guy. I don't play them a lot, and this one I just got hooked, and I really enjoyed it. So it's a trap.
Oh yeah, most people tell me yeah, MMOs are really traps for me. If I go and I remember playing like MMOs back in the day, but I stick to single player games after I realized how much value you actually get from MMOs than something like a single player game. But anyone has anything opinions on anything else before we wrap up? Or anything else have anything to say?
No, but I mean, I think we can start wrapping up with the small
Oh,
giveaway right now. We started this for
yeah.
3 days. We started this morning a small giveaway on the Twitter of the Trophy Trust. So we have a code for Neverhand, which is a roguelike adventure. It's an indie game. I got the platinum 2 days ago, so we giving it that away. The platinum, we have someone from the Discord that did the trophy guide on it. So you have all the resources if you win the game to platinum this game in the Discord. We can help you with all of that. It is challenging. It is challenging, but it's a really good game. It's I feel
Yep.
like it's roguelike, but it's not grindy as a trophy. It's really you can do it in one playthrough. Like if you're really good, you can have the platinum in 1 hour, but it's technically
Yep.
impossible because you never played before. So it's not like Binding of Isaac where you have to do 1,000 of run. This one you can you
Shut
can
up.
just if I beat the final boss once and I got the platinum, so I really like it, and it's a cheap game too. If you don't want to if you don't win the giveaway, you can go for that. So yeah, give a follow, a retweet to the Trophy Trust Twitter account, and that's
Yeah.
perfect. What if you don't have Twitter? We'll have
If you don't have,
another. I'll have next giveaway will be for people on Discord who are talking already about that. So yeah,
yeah, that's going into the future.
yeah.
We'll expand more on those when we get to them. But yeah, if anything on Discord, I'm excited. I love doing this podcast a lot with you guys. Um, before we end today's podcast, uh, do we have anything else, or is that all? I think that's with that. I think
No,
we
I
can
think
wrap.
we'll wrap up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. We actually finished early. We didn't spend like half hour ranting. Unless you want to go back to the New Zealand discussion. Come on.
We can keep that for the after show discussion. So
That's got. I can't. I gotta eat. But okay.
So I'm
Uh,
gonna go Vectronic. If people want to find you, where do they have to look at?
if you
Where
want to
people
find me anywhere, find me on the Twitter account at the Electronic. If anyone wants to follow, I share stuff there. So, where people can find you, Yang.
have anything to
People.
plug?
Not really. I mean, you can just find me on YouTube with Young's Right Arm. Same username, same icon. I might be doing some streams. I don't know. I've done some fun streams with people on the server in the past. So, yay!
Yep.
Check that out.
What about you, Poet? Can people find you somewhere on the internet?
No. I'm in Discord all the time though, so is that.
Yeah, if people want to
Good.
find Poet, you can find him looting here in the PlayStation Trophy server that you can follow.
At night, you can usually find me in my sleeping quarters.
Yeah.
If you don't know that joke, then come on over into the PlayStation Trophy server and you can learn
Yeah,
about.
you can find the link to the Discord in the description if you're listening to the podcast, and feel free to join us. We're all where already the Discord is really active, and there's always a lot of people talking. And
Yes.
if you want to find me on Twitter, it's at PVTVoid,
I
and
was going to ask
always
you
on
that.
Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, I
Oh,
spoiled you.
I think before we leave, okay, yeah, we are fully supported on Patreon. We're not a non-profit organization, but we do like to receive donations for these expensive to putting on a podcast. Now, if you want to join us, it's $1 a month, but it's mostly just to the expendages of the podcast itself. So thank you guys, everyone, for listening. Boyd, you want to take it over with the conclusion, or
Thanks for listening, guys. Have a good Christmas holiday. We are not sure yet if we will have another podcast next week because the 22nd of December, so Christmas is coming and people are on the preparation and everything. So
yes,
yeah, have some good holidays. Take care of your
Christmas
time. Otherwise,
time.
we're thinking about doing a small recap podcast before we go, maybe to have a talk a little bit about 2017. We'll see
We'll
that
get
next
more.
week.
We'll work on that. but
Yeah.
still. Everyone, thank you so much for listening. Merry Soulsmas, happy holidays, whatever you celebrate, and have a nice night and take care. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.